I'm Larry Marble. It's time for a big old heaping helping of ag information. You're listening to our program courtesy of the good folks at D&D Farm and Ranch on I-10 in Seguin. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at our futures moves from yesterday. Corn prices spent time on both sides of the open yesterday, closing with fractional 3.5-cent gains. December prices traded with just a 7.5-cent range, matching last Tuesday's for the tightest intraday range since April the 19th. The midweek soy trading session closed the futures in the red. Beans ended the day fractionally to 10 3/4 weaker. Soybean meal closed 250 to 260 weaker. After firmness on the board at midday, in the wheat futures complex, it closed in the black. KC futures were 4 1/4 to 7.5 cents stronger at the close. The midweek cotton trading ended with October and December in the red. Losses for the front two contract months were limited to 18 points. Front month lean hog futures spent the day with gains of 47 to $1.20. The midweek session for front month live cattle saw a 55 to a 92 cent higher price at the close. Feeder cattle futures closed the day with a triple-digit gain also of as much as $2.42. Neighbor, there's your futures moves. Neighbor, I'd like to remind you, if you're thinking about putting beef in your freezer, now is the time, and Primo Processing is the place to contact. Save money by going directly to the source, Primo Processing. Skip the big supply chain and know where you're feeding your livestock and what you're feeding your family. Feed them the best. They've got the supply for feeder cattle lined up, and they have a few slaughter dates available in July and August, so don't miss out. Call Primo today. Primo Processing Hondo, 830-521-3337. Buy local, feed local. Primo Processing, Hondo, Texas. Neighbor, let's take a look at meat moves from yesterday. Pork carcass cutout value, 121.61 in the afternoon, up by 249. Another moderate load count day. Week-to-date slaughter for pigs, 1.472 million head. It's 25,000 head above last week's pace, but trails the same week last year by about 16,000. Wholesale box prices stronger. Choice up 202, select up 303. Federal slaughter, 360,000 head. That is 14,000 head above last week and is running 10,000 head above the same week last year. Cash trade for Wednesday, 125 to 128 in Nebraska. The bulk at 127. A few deals in the south, 121 to 123. Neighbor, there's your meat moves. Remember, neighbors, MG Building Materials has 5 locations. MG in San Antonio's at 2651 Southwest Military Drive. MG in Corpus, they're on Padre Island Drive, 7436 Padre Island Drive. MG Building Materials, Uvalde, 2301 East Main. The store in beautiful downtown Kerrville on Memorial Drive, 2202 is the street number. And MG Building Materials in Pleasanton, 1734 West Oak Lawn. Now, I know you can't remember them all, so go to mgbuildingmaterials.com for details. We are on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction, going to have a sale in San Saba. Ken, what's it looking like Wednesday evening?
You bet, Larry. Got a little over 920-something head on the yards already, about 110 cows, about 20 bulls. We got several good groups of calves and yearlings that are on the yards, several of them being weaned and everything, so we'll have a couple big groups of those. And I'm kind of looking around that 1,100 or maybe a little more than that, 1,150. We did have some rain all in this area spotted, but there's some places got anywhere from a half an inch up to 2 inches. Some didn't get a drop, depending on where you're located. But the ones that did, it sure was good, Larry.
Tell everybody how to contact you.
You bet. Then give us a call, Larry. Code 325-372-5159. Also, we got our listings of our female sale coming up next Saturday on the 28th of August. Got about 2,600 head, I think, for that. Go to our website at jordancattle.com, Larry.
We appreciate it, and we'll talk with you after the sale. Thank you, Ken.
You bet, Larry. Thank you.
Neighbor, this portion of Down on the Farm brought to you by PMI Kerrville, 103 Lafayette, 830-367-7473. PMI, pipe, steel, and fencing. Pipe, valves, or fittings, plates, sheet, channel, beam, culverts, purlins, fencing, and supplies. They now stock new pipe and casings. Find them again, PMI Kerrville, 103 Lafayette, 830-367-7473. We are on the line with Wayne Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock. Wayne, how did the cattle sell in Fredericksburg today?
Well, we ended up with 944 head, Larry. Cow market ended up being about steady. So quite a few good cows in the 70s, up to 75, 6, 7 cents. In the calf market, I just didn't feel like I had quite as many orders in the house this week. As a whole, I called it steady. Some of the light 4-weight cattle might have been a little higher, so some up to 412, weighing 410 or 15. 5 weights up to 180, 6 weights in the 160s, 7 weights 145 or 6, 7 or 8, kind of topped out there. Heifers, better 4-weight heifers should be in the 50s to low 60s. 5 weights up to 145 to 150. 4 or 5, 6 weights, kind of 135. As a whole, I would say just didn't quite seem as active as I wanted it to, but the good cattle sure sold good.
Next week, what do you think will happen?
Well, they're talking about drying out up here. I didn't get any rain, but a lot of other people did. That's what kind of slowed us down. I think we'll jump up over 3,000 sheep and goats, and the cattle runs will stay 1,000 and better probably.
That sounds good to me. Wayne Geiswhite, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
We're at 830-997-4394.
All right. Y'all have a good weekend. Hope for a better sale week next week, and we'll talk to Sean Sunday night.
Sounds good, Larry. Have a good one.
We're on the line with Stephen from D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Stephen, I need to weigh a bunch of pigs, and I understand that you've got some deals going on hog scales.
Yes, sir, we sure do, Larry. We're having a fire sale on 58 Sx Hog Scales from W.W. Paul. They are going to come with the beam and poise and 2 bifold doors. Really easy to work. They're running $17.50 right now, Larry.
That's a great deal. Tell us the brand again.
They're made by W.W. Paul.
Tell us how to get a hold of you.
You can reach me at 830-379-7340, extension 161.
We've been with Stephen from D&D. Go to ddtexasoutfitters.com for more information. We're on the line with Klein Spear from Southwest Livestock Exchange Uvalde. Klein, let's talk about sheep and goats. How'd they go Tuesday?
We had a good sale yesterday. We had 800 head overall, steady demand on everything. Had a pretty good selection. I thought we got along really good. The heavy lambs were $240 to $280. The lightweights were $270 to $3. Fat ewes were $95 to $1.15. Thin packer ewes were $85 to $1. Packer nannies were $125 to $175. The Spanish nannies were $150 to $185. The stocker nannies were $2 to $3. Good cabritos were $3 to $350, and the smaller ones were $285 to $350. So overall, it's been a pretty good market and seems to be holding good, and had a good number there yesterday and a lot of buyers looking.
What kind of numbers and buyers we can have for the cattle sale on Thursday?
We got about 350 on the yard tonight. We got a few more deals coming in the morning. Got some really good, really nice calves here that have been worked and weaned, and got a few younger cows on the yard, and gonna run through and palpate a few of them. Probably have about 45 or 50 bred cows tomorrow, and should have somewhere around that 600-700 head range tomorrow. Everybody's kind of taking advantage of this market and the dry weather, and I think we'll have a good market and a good run.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Klein Spear.
Give us a call at the office, 830-278-5621, or my cell phone, 830-591-3241.
Never This Portion of Down on the Farm is brought to you by PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Fencing, pipemovers.com. The location in High. Call Keno at 830-868-0200. That's PMI High. We're on the line with Cousin Brian Linsman from Seguin Cattle Company. Brian, how'd the sale go?
Sale was good today, Larry. Quality of the cattle was good. I mean, packer cows all the way through the calves. Ended up with 861 head. Those 2 to 3 weight steers, $1.55 to $2.20. 3 to 4 weights, $1.67 to $2.35. 4 to 5s, $1.40 to $2.14. 5 to 6s, $1.40 to $1.62. The 6 to 7s, $1.35 to $1.48. 7 to 8 weight steers, $1.36 to $1.45. Go to the heifer mates, the 2 to 3 weights, $1.41 to $1.69. 3 to 4 weights, $1.38 to $1.71. 4 to 5 weights, $1.38 to $2.02. The 5 to 6 weights, $1.36 to $1.60. And the 6 to 700 pound heifers, $1.26 to $1.44. You get to the cow end, those good packer cows, they brought up to 80 cents, and top end of the bulls brought 99. The pairs that I was talking about yesterday, they brought from 11 11.75 to 14.25. So all was good in the cattle department today.
How about sheep and goats?
Sheep and goat market still good. Those good nannies brought up $260. Those good kids were bringing $4 plus. And you get to those Dorpers. The good Dorper ewes brought up to $210, and the lambs brought to $320. So, like I said, it's just the market's good all the way around.
More of the same next week?
Now that it's kind of drying out and everybody's getting out of the hayfield and back to work, I kind of anticipate this for the rest of the year.
Tell everybody how to contact you.
You can give us a call at 830-379-9955, or you can call me on my cell phone at 830-305-0652.
We're on the line with Sam from D&D. Sam, I've never seen as much Stay Tough fence in my whole life.
That's right, Larry. Right now, we have the largest supply of American T-post and the largest supply of Stay Tough fencing in Texas.
Tell us how to take advantage of all that product.
All you got to do, Larry, is call me at 830-379-7340, and that's for one of our friendly staff members.
We're on the line with Jim Wheeler from Atascosa Livestock, Pleasanton, Texas. Jim, how was the Tuesday sale?
Calf market's still holding up, and the Packer cow market at $1.34. I believe that's what we had last week.
Sorry.
It was either 34 or 36 last week. I don't remember.
All right, well, let's walk the pins.
534 head, 240 were steers, 183 heifers, 88 cows, and 13 bulls. Steer side, 2 to 3 weights, $1.60 to $1.85. Heifers were $1.45 to $1.65. 3 to 4 weight steers, $1.55 to $1.82. Heifers were $1.35 to $1.60. 4 to 5 weight steers, $1.50 to $1.80. Heifers were $1.30 to $1.56. 5 to 6 weight steers, $1.35 to $1.65. Heifers were $1.20 to $1.49. 6 7 weight steers, $1.25 to $1.50. Heifers were $1.15 to $1.42. 7 to 8 weight steers, $1.15 to $1.40. Heifers were $1 to $1.21. 8 to 9 weight steers, $1.05 to $1.25. And the heifers were $85 to $1.12.
What'd they have on the cows?
They had 134 this week. Best Packer cow brought $80. Best bull brought 96.5. Sold bred cows anywhere from $425 to $1,275. And we kept some pairs together. Most of them middle-aged pairs. They brought from $10.50 to $12.25.
Are you aware of anything coming next week?
Yeah, we should end up with about 400 to 500 again next week. A couple more people are, it's getting a little drier down here.
Right.
The drought started. We haven't had any rain in like 3 weeks. It's just horrible.
Yep.
They're getting a little more interested in the cubes again, so a few more people say it's getting easier to catch them.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Reach us at 830-569-2516.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're on the line from D&D with Wade Floyd. Wade, Purina's got some excellent fly control products, and one of them's a feed-through, isn't it?
Yes, sir. There is a loose mineral that we like to put out. It's going to be a 1275 mineral, and it does have that insect IGR in it.
All right, and y'all sell that in a 50-pound bag?
Yes, sir. We have it in a 50-pound bag, and then we also have it in a molasses tub that'll come in 225 pounds, also a 125-pound tub.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Wade. They're at D&D in Seguin.
Yes, sir. They can stop by and see us, or they can just give me a shout at 830-379-7340.
We're on the line with Chris Carter from Karnes County Livestock down Kennedy Way. Chris, we always start by thanking the folks that do business with us.
Yes, sir, Larry. We certainly do want to thank all our consignors and buyers. Last week, we ended up with 681 head of cattle, and the market was steady.
Let's walk the pins.
Number 1 steers, 2 to 3 weight, 208 to 224. 3 and 4s, 176 to 223. 4 and 5 weights, 167 to 210. 5 and 6s, 146 to 176. 6 and 7s, 139 to 150. And the 7 and 8 weights, 134 to 146. On the heifers, 2 to 3 weight, 160 to 169. 3 and 4s, 157 to 173. 4 and 5 weights, 145 to 177. 5 and 6s, 139 to 159. 6 and 7s, 136 to 165. And the 7 and 8 weights, 126 to 135. Only had 11 Packer bulls last week. High yielding was 89 up to 94. Medium 81 to 85. 109 Packer cows. High yielding was 70 up to 75. Medium 61 to 66. And the low end 41 to 47. Only 2 bred cows on the list last week, and they brought 735 and 1100. We had 11 pair. The better end brought from $975 to $1110, and the planter one's $800 to $950.
What you got under the barn for this week?
Well, at the present time, we've got 515 head checked in and looking for about maybe 700 come sale time. In our count today, we've got 48 Packer cows and bulls, 5 to be palpated, and the rest are yearlings. On August 28th, the Karnes County Youth Show is having a sausage dinner fundraiser for the Stephen Ralph family. For any questions, please contact a board member, or you can call us here at the barn at 830-583-2574.
Y'all have a good sale, and we'll speak with you after, Chris.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Neighbor, let's take a look at the grains courtesy of John Tuggle & Company, Corpus. Milo through Corpus Christi in August, D's plus 85, 11.61. Houston, D's plus 150, 12.77. Progresso, $10. Yellow corn through Corpus Christi in August, September plus 65, 626 3/4. Houston, September plus 45, 606 3/4. And Progresso, 12 by the hundredweight. Hard red winter wheat through Houston in August, September plus $1, 823 3/4. Houston beans, August, September delivery, November less 30, 1323 1/4. Neighbor, we did not sell any cotton in Texas yesterday. Prices on the low end, $90.77. On the higher quality end, $93.52. Neighbor, that's it for the most popular farm and ranch news program in Texas. They call it Down on the Farm. They call me Larry Marble. We appreciate you listening. Thank you. Come on back down the lane and eat another meal with us.